Ooh, look. We have all the ingredients here needed for this lovely lime cake. A side note, this is a variation from the lemon cake or the orange cake. And the reason I went for this alteration or just variation is because I discovered 4 lime in the fridge. They were looking at me like, what are we doing here? And I thought, okay, I'll make a lime cake with it. And the difference is that the lime itself, I wasn't able to grate it on the grater, so I had to peel it and then put the peeling into the blender or blitzer, whichever way you call it. I leave the link below for the affiliate marketing where I have which tool I have used. Obviously, the one there is the newest version, but whichever brand you go of the two, they make sure you have the accessory included, which is the little pot for blitzing stuff. It was blitzed for about 3 minutes. Do it on pulse because it will warm up the pot himself due to the blitzing. That's in essence what is it. And the cream is just gonna be cream with orange blossom flavoring. That's what I had into the drawer. We haven't used that things for so long, and I thought it is a good way to use what I have into my cupboard, in essence. Let's start. 200 grams of sugar, 4 eggs, sugar, eggs, salt, pinch of salt. We'll whisk it. I'll say a stop now at more or less what you look for. And we're gonna add the melted butter, 150 grams. Shake it because you want all of it. You'll add it slowly. Now we add the lime juice, which is about should be 100 ml, but I only made out of them for 75. Should be fine. Lime zest. Now it's time to add the flour slowly. Pass it through a sieve because it will break the little lumps that create with the flour itself. Now we're gonna add the yeast. As usual, this is pane di angeli. That's what it looks like. Well, it looks like this. I will leave a link into the description below for Amazon shop where you can find it. The difference is that yeast has vanilla in it and is counterbalanced a bit of I'll say sour flavor that the yeast will give. I can't even describe it, a little bit of back things or even worse, neutral. That gives a place. Everything is done now. I'm gonna use a tin. This is 24 or 25 centimeter tin. I put some paper, I trimmed it off, and I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna drop the mix in it now. Perfect. Now it's gonna go for about 50 minutes, 180 degree static oven. Ah, eccolo qua, eccolo qua. That is gonna go in now. It's 10 past 11. It should be ready by 12 o'clock. Okay, let's go and prepare the cream now. Okay. 60 grams of sugar. Put in there. What is this? We put 1 egg yolk in it. We'll separate it. This happens just about the right time, because by the cake, when the cake is gonna be out, it's gonna be lunchtime over here. We make a lovely omelette. Obviously, I'll show you how we're gonna make it. We do one bit at a time. We'll whisk this. Okay, so this is I'm gonna add the flour. I know it looks a bit messy, but just follow the process. So that's okay, we leave it like this. I repeat again, it looks like a bit of a ball of a mess, but follow the process. That's an easy way, better and quicker and easy for you guys that are, if you're not expert on making custard. I don't have the vanilla pods, and we're gonna add some vanilla drops here, but you have to be very careful, because if you add too much of it, it turns bitter. So I know I'll just again follow the process. I just need a drop. So what I'll do, I'll put some on this spoon. I just add the 2 drops in it, literally. And I put the rest back in. Just want to add a little bit of milk at a time. Warm milk will help melt the sugar, and everything will be start to incorporate. Then when we melted the whole lump here, we'll put it back into the pan to cook it for about 5, 6, 7 minutes, so that we give a good shake to the flour. Just gonna add a little pinch of salt in it. These pans are fantastic. I'll leave a link on the bottom. You can even use metal to stir stuff. It will delay the sticking part. It's not that it won't stick, but it will delay the stickings. What it means that it's giving you control on how you stir it, control on how you cook stuff, without giving you the worry that you have to rush, otherwise it's gonna stick on the bottom. There is a reason why those type of pots cost a little bit more. I would be happier to spend a little bit more to get something like that than having a cost-effective pan, and it will be lasting, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. That's me. The cake, just checked it, it looks good. We let it boil, it has to do a bubble. Once the bubble is done, we give it the bubble time another 2-3 minutes, so that we ensure that, is it here? Top tip, play always with the fire, don't leave it there. You have to feel it. It will come with time. I'll put coffee spoon, you wanna call this one? It smells nice. Turn it off. Incorporate it. Ecco qua. The lump have gone, but just to be sure, I'll drop it into this pan, into this pot, through the sieve, so that everything is clear. And with the handle of the spoon, I'll put in there. And these now need to cool down, okay? Spoon, wet it, spread it, like this. Now there is another top tip. If you leave it like that, it's gonna appear a kind of a thin skin. To counter that, we sprinkle some sugar on top of it. Just like so. That will prevent, it's like putting a cling film. Cream done. The cake should be nearly ready. I will see you in just a few minutes, okay? Bye! Perfect. Yeah, it starts to come off from the edge. And I did soak in it, and it's dry. Good. Ecco qua. Wow, okay. That smells good. Slipped off. So I try to cut the corner. Sorry for that. Okay. Guys, this is amazing. Nice and soft. We let it cool down, and in a couple of hours we'll cut in the middle, put the cream, put some icing sugar, and I think we will be ready to taste it. And I will see you in a couple of hours. Ciao. Perfect, guys. So back on the cake. It's cold, it's nice and soft. We're gonna cut in half, put the cream in the middle, icing sugar, and then we're gonna have a taste. Let's go. We're gonna cut it circularly. That smells really good. Hot water there. I'm gonna wet at the back of the spoon. And then spread it. What we want just a tiny little layer of cream that will give a bit of moisture. What you can do as well, a solution of water, sugar, and you can use it. Usually we use in Italy a strega liqueur, or another one I can't think of that is made for softening the sponges. I prefer this one. I'm not that keen of alcohol recently. I prefer it just to taste stuff as they are. Yes. That's, and then we are, yeah, perfect, close. Get the lid. Put on top. could again make the icing, you know, the one tough. But again, the purpose of this video is to make something quick, easy, accessible. Because we're on a bit. This thing is complete. That's your lime cake. Ooh, look. Oops. Messed it up again. Wow! Ow, 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 ow. Let's see. Actually very delicate. Never made a cake with lime. That's the first time. I know it was an experiment. I knew that could be working because of the citrus family. It does match well with the orange blossom. Guys, I just would love you to make this one and try out and let me know what do you make of it. That's fantastic. It's very delicate. And I'm gonna carry on, finish off this bad boy. Please stay until the end. Ingredient card will come in soon. Like and subscribe if you really find this content helpful. That will help me a lot. Also, don't forget to check out my website, new website, saporidicasa.com. And in the meantime, I wish you a great afternoon and see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.